Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Now Television. I'm Chamal Fernando. Let's have a look at the headlines. Sri Lanka faces 44% US tariff hike on exports. Sri Lanka and India plan to sign key agreements during Prime Minister Modi's visit. Sri Lanka's export sector has been dealt a major blow as the United States slabs a 44% reciprocal tariff, significantly impacting industries like apparel. Under President Donald Trump's new tariff policy, Sri Lanka now faces a total tax of 54% on exports to the US with a 10% baseline tax and the additional 44% reciprocal tariff.
Sri Lanka, 88%. So what we're doing is we're taking not the full, we could take the full 88%. You see the numbers are so disproportionate, they're so unfair. At the same time, we will establish a minimum baseline tariff of 10%. You notice that on the chart? And that'll be on other countries to help rebuild our economy and to prevent cheating. So we're going to have a minimum of cheating, and we're going to be very severe on the people that at the gate that watch the tariffs and watch the product coming in.
This move places Sri Lanka among a list of countries targeted with high tariffs due to trade imbalances. The US has justified the decision by citing Sri Lanka's 88% tariff on American goods, including factors like currency manipulation and trade barriers. In response, President Anurukumara Dissanayake has appointed a high-level committee to assess the potential economic impact and submit recommendations to the government. The committee includes top officials such as the Finance Secretary, Central Bank Governor, and the heads of States of Investments and Export Development Board, alongside leading economic experts and industry leaders.
Cabinet spokesman Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa said that Sri Lanka and India will sign agreements on key areas such as defense, health, energy and digital economy during Prime Minister Modi's visit this weekend. The cabinet spokesman and Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa said this, speaking at the post-cabinet meeting media briefing yesterday.
A grand welcome ceremony has been planned at Independence Square on April 5th, following which Prime Minister Modi will engage in high-level discussions with President Anurukumara Dissanayake. The two leaders are expected to issue a joint statement outlining the outcomes of their talks. As part of his visit, the Indian Prime Minister will also mark several key infrastructure and energy initiatives. This includes commencing work on the Sampur solar power project, inaugurating the Dambulla cold storage facility, and launching solar power units for religious sites, which will be done online from Colombo. On April 6th, Prime Minister Modi will visit the sacred Jayashree Mahabodhi in Anuradhapura before heading to the Mahab-Anuradhapura railway line, where he will inaugurate a modernized railway signalling system.
Minister of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and Tourism Vijitha Herat held a telephone conversation with Myanmar's Deputy Prime Minister and Union Minister of Foreign Affairs U Than Sway yesterday. According to a statement released by the ministry, the minister expressed condolences and reaffirmed Sri Lanka's support and Myanmar's recent earthquake crisis.
The Sri Lankan government has pledged $1 million to assist Myanmar's earthquake recovery efforts. Sri Lanka is prepared to deploy a humanitarian assistance and disaster relief contingent from the Sri Lankan Armed Forces to provide medical and emergency support. The government will also send critical relief items to assist the affected communities. The telephone discussion was followed by an in-person courtesy call by Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Employment, Arun Hemachandra.
Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. The Food Policy and Security Committee has recommended the importation of rice address emerging shortages and ensure an uninterrupted supply for consumers. Despite the ongoing harvest season, a notable increase in rice prices and limited availability of certain rice varieties have raised concerns about market stability. The committee convened for the fifth time at the Presidential Secretariat to formulate key policy discussions for the food security recently.
The meeting was co-chaired by Minister of Agriculture, Livestock, Lands and Irrigation K.D. Lalkantha and Minister of Trade, Commerce, Food Security and Cooperative Development Vasantha Samarasinghe. To address this rice shortage issue, the committee also discussed importing broken rice, especially for animal feed, and exploring alternative livestock feed options to reduce pressure on rice stocks. A new oversight committee led by the Director General of Agriculture will be formed to manage rice imports through proper mechanisms. The government will monitor stock levels and market trends to ensure price stability. The discussions were attended by Secretary to the Prime Minister Pradeep Saputantri, Senior Additional Secretary to the President Kapila Janaka Bandara and other key officials from relevant ministries.
The Federation of Renewable Energy Developers raised alarm over a 25% cut in feed in tariffs and restrictive clauses in power purchase agreements, which they say make the sector unattractive for investors. Speaking at a press briefing, FRED President Thusita Piris accused a Ceylon Electricity Board-dominated tariff committee of manipulating tariff formulas to favor fossil fuel interests.
Developers warn that this move, combined with uncompensated power curtailments and strict financial requirements, will deter new projects and bankrupt existing businesses. Industry experts highlight that Sri Lanka has avoided emergency power purchases for 3 years thanks to solar energy, reducing reliance on costly diesel power plants. However, they believe vested interests are now attempting to sabotage the industry through restrictive policies. Meanwhile, the Cabinet is considering a proposal to approve the controversial tariff reduction, with a decision expected soon. FRED has warned of an impending industry-wide collapse affecting thousands of businesses and rooftop solar customers. They are urging the government to reconsider these policies and engage in constructive dialogue to prevent a crisis in the renewable energy sector.
DFCC Bank has announced the relocation of its Gangadobila branch to a modern, spacious facility at number 170 Old Casbah Road, Gangadobila Nugegada recently. This strategic move underscores the bank's commitment to enhancing customer convenience, accessibility and service excellence.
The new branch is designed with a contemporary layout, integrating state-of-the-art banking facilities with digital innovations to provide an enhanced customer experience. The key features include enhanced banking facilities including ATMs and electronic check deposit services, ensuring seamless transactions, a dedicated pinnacle area for premium customers, reinforcing DFCC Bank's commitment to delivering personalized and exclusive banking experiences.
We have invested in a larger, more modern branch to make sure that we cater to all our customers going forward. So we have added a pinnacle RM. We are also adding a sales unit who will be doing more on leasing, because we feel that the leasing product will improve with the opening of the imports.
Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on negative notes today. The all-share price index dropped by 349.84 points to close at 15,657.60, and the S&P SL 20 dropped by 119.30 points to close at 4,643.32. The turnover was over 3.8 billion rupees and over 123 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe our channel on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.